everybody, welcome to another studio glimpse. If you missed the explanation for the first video, the first studio glimpse, I'm making shorter, less edited videos. In between my longer, more edited videos, they're just a glimpse into the studio to see what I'm working on that week. This video is extra special because I finally finished the first floor lights. I am going to give you a full tour of the inside of the first floor with furniture, with accessories, with the lights on for the first time ever. I also have a giveaway to share with you, so that's going to be kind of in the middle of the video, and then at the end I am going to start packing up the furniture because the very next thing I need to do is work on the second floor, and I want to make sure all of my first floor stuff is safe. Thankfully, the process of adding the first floor lights went fairly quickly. We did have one hiccup that we just could not figure out where the problem was happening. We could not get the kitchen lights to come on. And so Mr. Technology was checking every single connection because there's multiple connections from the power source to the actual lights. And through the process of checking everything, it started working. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Maybe something just was plugged in wonky, and once we unplugged it, checked it, and plugged it back in, it started working. I don't really know. I did take a few clips of me putting the furniture into the house because I've had comments before of people saying, like, that's my favorite part, is when the giant hand comes into the scene and places the furniture in place. So I took a few clips of that, whatever I could kind of get my camera to see. So I'll show you that now. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you the kind of shaky camera work of mine, of me putting my phone into the project to show you how everything looks on the inside. I filmed this in the square format because then I could kind of hold my phone to the side, upside down, whatever, and I didn't have to worry about how it would look in the end. So that's it for showing you the lights. Obviously, I will show you the lights again in the future once we get this atrium area or this like double high balcony area all lit up, because right now there's no lights in this area of the first floor, but they will all be installed in the second floor. Before I start taking out all the furniture, I am going to talk to you really quickly about a giveaway. If you're not aware, I have a store. I have an online store where I sell kits that I create, and you can purchase the kit and then make it for yourself. I sell furniture, room boxes, but I've never sold a book nook. And I'm not even calling this a book nook, I'm calling this a desk nook. This kit was designed by Sabaku no Shi, who also is a designer of another kit in my store, which is a 1/48 scale boathouse. And she designed this kit, which is a combination of a little nook where you can create a scene, and then a space in the back where you can save up for a trip, hide cords that you don't want to see on your desk, all sorts of things that you could put back here. And then the nice thing I like about it is sometimes book nooks are so hard to get something way in the back that you can even see, so I really like the shallow design. This kit is going to be coming out on February 1st. After this video goes up, it'll be a few days, I think. And I am going to be giving away 2 of these desk nook kits. So they're not going to be finished and put together like this. They're going to be individual pieces that you can build yourself. They come like this. And in addition to getting one of these kits, so I'm going to have 2 of these kits that I'm giving away in the giveaway, Sabaku no Shi has made some art dolls. They're actually like little art creatures. They're fluffy, they're really soft, and they have hand sculpted faces. I'm not going to show them to you because I want the people who are getting them to be surprised, but they're really adorable, and they're the perfect size to be a little creature hiding inside of your desk nook. So each giveaway winner will get a little art doll. They'll get a Sabaku no Shi sticker, a crocheted keychain, and these are these little dust creatures that she creates, and then another little fuzzy dust creature sticker. I'll make sure I get it all sorted so everyone gets what they're supposed to get. There's also going to be a 3rd giveaway package that includes the 1/48 scale boathouse plus the boathouse furniture. So if you've never worked in 1/4 scale before, this would be a really fun one as well. This is from the same designer, and these kits have all been turned into kits by me, so I have like checked everything over. Everything goes together really easily, and this is how big the boat is, how it looks once it's all together. It is such a fun little kit, and the furniture that goes with it is really easy to put together. I know 1/4 scale can be really intimidating, but I tried to make the furniture as easy as possible to construct. So the winner of the boathouse kit will also receive another little art doll creature, a sticker, keychain, and the fuzzy dust creature sticker as well. So they're really fun packages, they're really fun giveaways. I'm actually going to be running this giveaway on my kits channel, and my kits channel, if you've never heard of that before, it's where I post instructional videos over my kits. So that's why it made sense to me to have the giveaway on that channel. If you want to enter, I will put a link to my kits channel in the description box below. Make sure you go to the community tab to where I can like post updates. Click on the Google form and you can fill out everything you need to sign up for the giveaway. Everyone is welcome to sign up. There are some countries that I cannot ship to, so if you happen to win the giveaway but I cannot ship anything to you, I will send you an email and ask you to choose some of the digital items from my store. And then I will pick a new winner for one of these packages. The winners will be selected by a random number generator, and your number is created by when you sign up for, it's just automatically made by the Google form. So you don't have to worry about what your number is. I will hit the random number generator, and whoever that person is, I will go to your form, make sure that you're in a country I can ship to, and then yeah, I will let you know that you won and get your information. I want to say a big thank you to Sabaku no Shi for adding these items into the giveaways, making this such a fun giveaway package. I will put her information in the description box below if you want to check out her channel. Last thing I forgot to say, the winners will be chosen 5 days from this video going up, so that will be February 2nd. And at that point, I will have these live in my store, so if you find out you didn't win a desk nook, but you still wanted to purchase one, you can go to my store and check it out. All right, now it is time to unpack the first floor, put away the furniture, and make sure everything is secure for our next adventure, which is the entire second floor.
You can play too. You goofus. You goofus.
When I finished the Netherworld, I purchased these tubs. They're not the best tubs, but they will keep things separated, and I plan... Hello? Hello? I feel like I'm echoing. Sorry. But I do plan to put these tubs inside of something more protective, so I shouldn't have to worry about them like holding up to a ton of weight. They're just basically going to be separators, keeping all of my miniatures from like touching each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out the first floor. Everything is going to go into these tubs. I'm not packing everything right away, so I'm not gonna be putting tissue paper in there because I will be getting things back out eventually when the whole entire house is done so that I can see everything all together. So yeah, I'm just gonna be separating stuff and putting them in an area of the room where I know they are safe. No water will get onto them, no dogs will chew them up, no children will... my children leave my stuff alone, so... just to keep everything safe. We'll start with these guys. The little things are going into the little container. And the big things are going into the big container, such as chairs and couches. The nice thing about this process is that I'm getting everything gathered into similar rooms, and I'll show you why that's helpful in a second. Now the reason this is really nice to get it organized like so, everything is now out of the first floor, is because I need to start cataloging everything. I did this for the Addams Family house, but I did it after everything was done. I don't want to wait till the Beetlejuice house is done to categorize everything, figure out value. I want to do that as I go along. Now, a little bit more self-promotion this video. Sorry, I try not to do that, but I'm very excited about this. Mr. Technology has been working on an app for months to work as, well, he calls it the mini vault right now, but as a way to categorize collections, to put in value, to put in artist names, to really keep track of a miniature collection. So he's been working really hard on this, and I've been trying to give feedback, and one of the ways I'm going to do that is I'm going to use it to categorize and put value on each miniature that goes into the Beetlejuice house. Hopefully by the end of all of that, I can tell the museum, this is worth this. Some of the things we've talked through is, for example, when you put an item in, it asked for the purchase price. And I told him, well, a lot of these items weren't purchased, so I need an estimated value type of line to put information in. And even though a lot of these miniatures, I made them myself, some of them I did not. For example, the gorgeous polymer clay food that sits on the kitchen table in the kitchen was made by Andrea Paradiso, and I want to make sure that I remember that forever and ever, and there's a spot in the app to add that in. I've already started this for the Netherworld. As you can see, Juno is my cover photo there for part of the Netherworld, and I'm just going to continue to work on this, and doing it per bin is really helpful because then I can kind of compartmentalize it in my head. The app is not ready for download yet, but I did want to mention it because it is going to be part of my process going forward. And when the app is available, there'll be a free version and there'll be a paid for version where you get more room to store more miniatures. But I will make sure that I let you know when it's available and when you can check it out for yourself. I think he gave me access to the paid version, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see if I hit a wall. I'm gonna get a slightly nicer mat to take my photos. Slightly nicer. Item name, Delia couch and chair. Handmade by a Bentley with cowl pattern. Is that a good description? I guess we'll see. Category, furniture. There's all sorts of categories in here. Condition, good. It's made by me, so it's a little wonky, but it doesn't say a little wonky in there. It's not an option. You can select your scale, 1/12 scale, manufacturer, handmade by Era. Location, so location is like if you have multiple different areas to store things in, so it could be like out in the garage or it's in the attic. So I'm just gonna put Beetlejuice house. Date acquired, I have no idea. I don't know when I made it. I'll have to go look that up. Estimated value, I will just kind of, these were handmade, so I'm just gonna have to kind of guess what a custom value would be for one of my handmade miniatures. And usually I do that by thinking, if someone requested for me to make this again, how much money would it take for me to say yes? Actually, that's probably a little above the value because I don't like making things a second time. And then you can add in tags. So I'm just gonna put Beetlejuice, and that's it. And then once I save all that information, I can take a photo straight from the app. Ignore the crack in my phone. That's recent. And you can take multiple pictures, but I just have one for now, and it's categorized as Delia, couch and chair. And yeah, it's got all of the information that I put in for that miniature in the app. So super excited about this. I think it's gonna be an amazing tool, especially for people who have miniature collections, growing miniature collections, ever changing. Maybe you're selling your miniature collection, and it'll just save all of that information for you. So super excited about that. I will keep you updated on it. So that's all I have for you for today for everything that's going on in the Beetlejuice house and everything that's kind of going on in the studio. Make sure, if you're interested in the giveaway, to go over to my Bentley House Kits channel. Be sure to subscribe while you're over there because that's the best way to know when a new kit comes out, because typically a new instructional video comes out as well, and you can immediately watch the video and see if it's something that you think you might enjoy. The next video you might see from me is a live stream. It depends on how fast it takes me to get going on Charles and Delia's room on the second floor. But I'm so happy to wrap this up to say, you're done. Sorry, my kids have been watching Nailed It. You're done. I'm super happy to be moving up to the second floor permanently. We shouldn't need to come back down here for any major reasons, at least. And we can just keep going on Charles and Delia's room, on the upper foyer, on Charles' office. And then after that, it's the attic space and then the outside. So I think we're doing good. It's still January. I'm still feeling hopeful that I'm on track. I do need to redo my timeline just to kind of know for sure. But for now, I'm pretty happy with my progress, and I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. You all need to fit in here, because I gotta get the second floor on top of ya. Get the cords organized and shoved in a hole. Get the cords organized and shoved down in a hole. Okay, we're so heavy. Feels heavier than the other floors for some reason. If it sits, it fits. Okie dokie. Here we go.